Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, a real housewife is in real trouble with the law. Then Britney Spears speaks out on that Hulu documentary. We'll have it all in the hot dish. Then, speaking of real housewives, have you ever wondered what you would look like with a little real housewife-like nip or tuck, or maybe some real housewife lip plumping? Well, a new filter can show you without a doctor's visit. And the Gadget Guy is here with the best gadgets to help you get a good night's sleep. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Hello, Bemidji. Hello, Mankato. Hello, Rochester. Hello, Duluth. And hello to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. Good morning. Good afternoon, whenever you're watching us. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another Mr. and America's favorite semi-driver, Kendall Mark, everybody.
Hello.
Honk, honk.
Honk, honk.
My father.
Yes.
My biological father. I had Cappy, my stepfather, but my biological father was a truck driver for Dean's Milk.
I was going to say, he was a milkman, right?
He was a milkman. Good memory. And then he worked for a box company.
Oh.
Performance packaging for many, 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 many years. But how you doing?
Good. Milkman's more fun to say than
Milkman.
box packaging. Has
Yeah.
got a ring to it.
Once again, I don't know if we have a prize for her, but you matched the set again today, and I love that.
Thank you.
Look at you,
thank
match.
you.
It's the same purple in our color scheme.
If I sat where you sit, I would just be a bobbing
Floating head.
Mm-hmm,
A floating head. It's Wednesday. You know, Wednesday, we've changed this. Wednesday through Friday now, we have a virtual audience. Let's say hello to our audience member today. It's Mike. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
Mike, my friend, I'm going to ask you about those shot glasses a little bit later, but where are you calling in from today?
You actually welcomed me in Duluth, Minnesota.
Oh, Duluth. Kendall, I say it every day. We have a special place in our heart. You guys are good people up there. So Mike's going to be sticking around. Like I said, we're going to talk to him a little bit later. I got to find out about those shot glasses. But
I have so many questions.
I have so many questions.
So many questions.
So many questions. I love you.
Not me, all of you.
I do love you.
Oh, right.
But I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Even the 5 people that write bad emails. I love you too, because you watch. Can I just say that? That's what cracks me up about people that don't like me. They type, which cracks me up. I'm like, you're still giving me ratings.
Right.
If you hate me that much, then don't watch.
Right.
Anyway, let's focus on the positive, because yesterday it was our first day, or one of our first days, switching over to our sister station during the trial. You guys know that. So I thought I would have some fun finding out, jokingly, about how many people were loyal enough to follow us over. So I said, if you are watching yesterday, I want you to send us an email on the Jason Show Facebook page and just type 2 words, turkey neck. Because yesterday was turkey neck soup day. Plus the words turkey neck, it's just funny to say. So we did that not knowing what would happen.
Right.
Can I tell you, all day long, as people watched the replay, as they watched us on YouTube, we were inundated. No drama, mama. We were inundated with countless emails that just said 2 little words, turkey neck. That's it. And I have such a weird sense of humor. I have a Letterman-esque. Nothing made me happier yesterday. Just every time I got an alert, there was a grandmother in her 80s. The fact that I'll call her Grandma Nelson. The fact that Grandma Nelson went on Facebook, got on her little grandma computer and typed turkey neck. Hysterical to me.
I know.
The best was, and please know I'm not making fun of this, but this delightful gentleman posted on, I think, my page or the show page, he was talking about the passing of a family member. And he goes on and on and on about it. And I'm like, oh, this is heartbreaking, and I wanted to send some goodwill. Bless his heart, and I mean that in not the southern sarcastic way. He goes on and on and on about his relative that he just lost. And at the very end, he goes, we're going to miss you, Stevie, turkey neck. The fact that even people in a memorial were putting turkey neck.
Yep.
That's how good our audience is. That's how good you are.
Yep.
I love you. Thank you. Tyler, that deserves the... He was, Kendall, he was doing a memorial for his lost relative. He still wrote turkey neck.
God bless you, sir.
We're going to miss you, Steve, your smile. I'm going to miss those times we went fishing together. I love you. Love, Bill. Turkey neck.
Producer Jeff
Nothing
said
better.
his mom texted him too and was
Yeah.
like, turkey neck.
Yeah, Jeff's mom my mom texted me turkey neck.
My
Mother.
mom didn't.
Well, we're going to
Sid.
have words with your mom. Mm-hmm. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Let's get going. The Real Housewives have always been full of drama, but one of the stars of Salt Lake City is involved in something not even producers could dream up. Jen Shaw, I think it's Shaw, was arrested on wire fraud and money laundering charges. Now, before we get into the detail, we're going to show you who she is. Here's a clip of the show.
You did this at my husband's birthday party, and if you're gonna bring something there, don't do that.
But my point
don't
is,
do that, Whitney.
I didn't blow it up.
Yes, you did. I told you specifically, Whitney, how much that day meant to me. Like, what the?
It's been like a rough football season, and he's finally home, and I'm trying to make the extra effort to show him that I care.
He's gonna have so much fun. And that's why I was trying to check
You had
in
to
with
do
you.
it there.
The feds say Jen, that's the brunette, not her, the other one in the clip, and her assistant built their built their lavish lifestyle off the backs of vulnerable, often elderly working class people. Thanks to one of those awful telemarketing scams, Jen's husband, an assistant football coach at the University of Utah, was not arrested. I was gonna be nice about this, but executive producer Jeff is in a meeting because we love when the company schedules meetings right during our show. But Jeff's at a meeting, so I'll just say this. There is a special place in the devil's land for people that scam the elderly.
Seriously.
There is a waiting room waiting for you. There's a special lounge for you monsters that prey on the elderly. That's disgusting.
I'll never forget the time. I think I've told you this about when my dad walked in on my grandmother thinking she was doing something on the phone, and she was giving her social security number away because she thought it was someone from the IRS. And luckily he was there, hung up the phone. I mean, but come on. And this is my grandma. She worked forever, lived in a very small little home, meager living. Like, what are you doing?
And I'm not making generalizations, but let's take my mom, for instance. She's not elder. My mom's only in her 60s.
Right.
But my mom doesn't know all the technical terms, and she's dealing with a lot of stuff right now, moving here. So she's expecting a lot of calls. So, like, if someone called my mom and said, hey, I'm from da-da-da-da-da, and your account's messed up, my mom would understandably worry.
Well, and panic a little bit. Like,
yes.
Oh, my word, I'm sorry. Let me fix it.
Yes. Disgusting.
So gross. Yeah, if all that's true, and they've got a lot of people chirping about it, so there's something to it.
Something. Next in the dish, Britt is breaking her silence, sort of. Following, that documentary about her life, well, she took to Instagram to perform a little dance routine, which has become standard for her on the gram. This time, Aerosmith's Crazy played in the background. In the caption, she said she didn't watch the documentary, but parts that she did see, she was embarrassed by the light they put her in. She said she cried for 2 weeks and sometimes still cries. You know me, even when I'm being snarky, I do try to be thoughtful in this. And this is one of those times, because I don't think you ever should really, even if you're making a joke, you don't hit people when they're down. So I want to be very thoughtful when I say this. But I also want to be honest. I worry about her because there is something obviously happening. There is something going on. That video yesterday, I don't want to be snarky, and I'm really watching my words here. But anybody watching that video, there's something different about Brittany. You know what I mean? And I've had opportunities to speak to her in person twice. She's different. And I wonder if the toll of her life being used and abused and just thrown away, if that has taken a toll, because her makeup, she just looks different. It's like she's almost regressing back into a child. And I say that not being critical, I'm just saying that as an observer and a fan that's worried. You know what I mean?
Right, absolutely. I think a lot of people are feeling that way. Just, you see it and you're like, what's going on? Because she was so, no matter what you think of her music or her life, she was at the top of the top for a very long time.
Yeah.
You have to be a pretty put together individual to
And a
maintain
child
that.
when that happened.
Right. So to, in her late 30s, then come back and have these kind of posts put out there, that's all we hear from her. And we're like, oh, what's going on?
I worry. It comes from my observation comes from a place of compassion, but it also just not to be my eyes. You watch those videos and her dance. It's something just seems a little off, and I hope that the people around her are taking care of her. Next in the dish, changes are coming for the Oscars. The award show will now offer nominees outside the country the opportunity to attend at 2 European hubs. Okay, now this is a good idea. Those hubs will be Paris and London and are necessary because, well, you know, hello, international travel restrictions are still in place, hashtag global pandemic. As for those in the U.S., the Academy also says they will cover the added costs to the nominees who have to quarantine in L.A. They say the show will have a state-of-the-art testing facility on the site. As for Zooming, the producers say they're still hoping to avoid it, but could accommodate it as a last resort. Okay. You know what? Fine. It's better than the initial nobody's Zooming. Again, I want to be in that meeting. Did you not think about all of the ifs, ands, or buts?
Yeah, I mean, the costs associated with this have to be astronomical because these are very famous people.
Let the Academy pay for it.
Right, like they're gonna pay for it. I'm like, how much are you gonna dole out to quarantine these people? They're used to very nice things.
They are. Woo! I think they should have it at like a buffet. Wouldn't that be funny? I think more people would watch.
Well, that's
no
like
political speeches and having a buffet, and it would be the biggest ratings ever.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. More hot dishes on the way. Did he or didn't he? GMA's Michael Strahan has allegedly gotten rid of his well-known gap in his teeth, but did he really? Or are we part of a big old April Fool's prank? Then, are you having trouble sleeping? Aren't we all? The Gadget Guy returns with some gadgets that just might help. And it's the latest Instagram filter that everyone is doing. What does the Jason Show staff look like with, well, plumper lips? You will see when we return.
One of the shows is about your personal dating life.
Yeah, why won't you date me? I talk about dating and whatnot. And let me tell you, during this pandemic, it's been hard.
Yeah.
But then I went on another date, like in person, still wearing my medical boot, in a park. And he was telling me like about his trauma, which is like for 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. That's too much.
Right.
But as he was telling me the most traumatic thing, I felt my wig slide back and just air cruising on my head. And I was like, oh my God, he's gonna think I'm doing a bit. But then finally I was like, my wig, I'm sorry about your dead family, my wig. We're not seeing each other again.
Oh no.
Imagine that. I love her. That's Nicole Byer from Netflix's Nailed It on, she has a podcast also, Why Won't You Date Me? Let me talk about that. It's a lot. Talking about trauma, you know what I mean? Maybe that's not a first date kind of thing, don't you think?
2 p.m. on a Tuesday.
2 p.m. on a Tuesday, no. I don't even know if that's second or third date. What do y'all think? I don't know.
I don't know. And then she's like, he's gonna think I'm doing a bit, my wig's fine.
I know. Well,
the visual.
I had that. I told the story a couple, you know, I had a date with a doctor. Very nice guy, a very nice guy. But it was the second date, and he brought a birthday present to me, and it was a book about Rwanda. A very sad book, and I thought, I don't know if this is second date gift material. I don't know. Can you get me like a coloring book or something? I mean, I don't know. It was very sad.
Weren't we just talking about Real Housewives?
Yeah. I know, and then a mix CD he gave me. It's like,
But he did
I think
himself.
we're a little early for the mix CD, you know.
How fast did you run? Was it like, run?
Well, I had to finish the dinner. He bought me dinner.
How nice of a dinner was it?
That's pretty nice.
Oh, okay, yeah. Eat
And
the food.
thank goodness the next day I met Colin, so I was like, well, that's over. Yeah.
I know. So many first dates, I remember like thinking to say no, and my mom would always remind me, girl, you're broke. Get that free food.
This has been an honest moment from Kendall. More late night. Bryan Cranston was on with Conan last night. He had COVID last year and lost his sense of smell. And that led to a story about a woman he once dated. Look at this.
You dated a woman once who had no sense of smell.
I did. And it was great. I could eat anything at any time, any hour of the day, be like a man and have as much gas as I well please. And she couldn't smell a thing.
And that was probably the whole basis of the relationship.
It was the
You guys didn't, you felt no love for her at all.
None, but it was so advantageous because of her inability to smell anything.
Mm-hmm.
One time we were in a car and we were driving, and we had been dating for quite a while now, and we were driving and she just turns and looks to me and gives me a scornful look. And I went, what? She goes, I can't smell anything, but my hearing is fine.
Still love it. I love it. Yeah.
I was thinking that as soon as he said that, actually. I was like, so she couldn't hear anything?
No, she could hear. She could hear. Mm-hmm. Yeah, speaking of the vaccine, I got my vaccine.
You did?
I did. I got it right away. Got it. Yeah, got the shot.
Sweet.
And as a public service, everything that you heard is true. My arm hurts a little bit. Yeah. I got it in my right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sore, but that's the only thing. I felt a little weird the night, but that was fine.
That's like a flu shot. Like I always feel kind of funny.
Yeah, and I think I got the Pfizer. Yeah, I got Pfizer. That's the one I got, the tour.
That's what I'm getting tomorrow.
Yeah, and it was easy pleasy cover girl. I walked in, there was a fine-tuned machine. I had my appointment. I sat down. He engaged in some pleasantries. Bloop. And I looked, I said, did you do it already? I didn't even feel the thing go in, and I'm just a chicken. He goes, yeah, it's done. Here's your little sticker and a sucker. And sent me out. He let me sit there for 15 minutes.
You got a sucker?
I did.
Ooh.
He watches the show. He knows I'm spoiled. Let's talk with the audience. Mike, I said earlier in the show, you got to explain, I love a good collection. Are those am I seeing this right? I have good glasses. Are those shot glasses?
Yes, you are seeing that correctly. There's over 100 of them. I've been collecting them for a little over 20 years, and all the travels throughout the country and throughout the world. I just kind of grab one from everywhere I'm at as a little token and souvenir.
Mike, what made you start it? Because I know, I love an origin story of a good collection. What was it for you?
I was in Vegas with my dad before I was 18, and I had nothing else to do other than walk around to the big strip casinos and take little tokens from them.
Well, another honest moment today. What do you, not to put you on the spot, it's like kids, do you have a favorite, my friend?
I really don't. I've been asked that before. I keep trying to think of one, so every time I get asked that, I can have an answer, but I don't have a favorite. There's just different memories for each one.
Yeah, I see. Is there there's a big one. Is there a Mickey Mouse one behind you? Do I see?
There is a Mickey Mouse one right behind me. Yep, that's from, I got that one, I believe, from Epcot. So yes, there is Mickey. I have been to Disney, big fan, just like you. So that one ranks up there just for you, Jason.
Thank you. Believe me, I can spot a Mickey 50 paces away. So thank you, buddy, for being here. We'll talk with Mike a little bit later. Do you have a collection? I don't know that about you.
No.
Look at you looking all. What do you think? You look all pensive.
I was looking at his shot collection.
Oh.
I used to have a lot of shot glasses. I did. But then I moved so many times that I just eventually started just giving them away.
Oh, okay.
You're at that age when you move like once every 6 months.
I get it.
I mean, you have some
I have the
stuff.
I have the Dowell stuff and the Mickey Mouse ears. I collect those because I'm 11.
Yeah.
Next in the dish. Is there a new power couple in Hollywood? Katie Couric, these are two of my favorite people. Katie and Leslie Jordan have some explaining to do after they were caught getting cozy in LA. Look at this. Katie posted this to Instagram yesterday, saying the paparazzi caught her with her LA boyfriend. These two, they started, they did a TikTok video last year that went viral, and I think that was what struck up a friendship between the two. I will say, you obviously know my affection for Katie. Leslie Jordan, I always forget, you got to remind me, people ask often, hey, Jace, who's one of your favorite, who's one of your favorite guests? I really do need to say Leslie Jordan. You know why? Because Leslie Jordan gives zero blanks. Leslie Jordan comes to play. Leslie Jordan is hysterical. When he sits on the chairs over there, he will tell you a story. He doesn't care who he throws under the bus. He's given me dishy stories about Real Housewives, his time when he was shooting The Help, the movie with Viola Davis.
Yeah.
He's a great storyteller, and just heave laugh when he's on the show.
When I'm on Instagram sometimes, or I'm just bored, I go on his Instagram page because it's
Yeah.
just hilarious. Like,
It's great.
It is so funny.
He's so good.
So funny.
And of course, Will and Grace.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Beverly Leslie. Oh, it's so I could quote that, but I won't. We got to go. We got to continue, I should say. Next in the dish. Show's not over. Tyler, is the show over yet? No.
10:22, Jason.
10:22.
Okay.
Without Jeff here, because he's in a meeting that's scheduled during the show. Next in the dish, we're not sure if this is real or not. An early April Fool's joke. Michael Strahan is allegedly making a change to his iconic smile. Look at this.
Hey, you're the best at this, so that's why I'm here.
And I want to get that?
Yep. Okay, ready?
All right. Get you out of here.
Okay, girl.
It was 2 seconds.
Here's the moment. 50 years to make it. Here we go. Let's do it.
Michael apparently decided to close the gap in his 2 front teeth. Now, the legendary Jason Show research team has done extensive research on this. And I'm talking a full 17 minutes. They believe, they have come to the conclusion, it's like the election desk on election night. They believe this could be a fake. That all of this, because what's tomorrow, Kendall?
April Fool's Day.
That's right. So this could be an April Fool's Day joke. Where do you stand on this? You have thoughts, I heard.
I have thoughts. So, background, my father-in-law actually used to have a gap in between his teeth, and he got it fixed. So I called my husband, and I was like, what is this like? Does it take very long? Could you do it really quickly? He's like, yeah, essentially they just put fake tooth on the sides and in the middle, and then you're bing, bang, boom, out of there. So, it could have happened, because it could be that quick, and he's been very like, I knew people would say not to do it, I'm gonna do it. I also just like to be contradictory, and you're all saying it's not real, so I'm going to say it's real.
Yeah, myself, Ted, Jeff, Tyler. Doesn't know. Adam, real. Adam thinks it's real. I don't think it's real. I don't know. I'm usually not skeptical, but the minute this Jeff brought it up that it could be fake, I don't know. And if it's not, people are like, oh, you know, people, I like it. Why did he do it? I have someone close to me. I won't throw them under the bus. But I have someone close to me that has a little gap that they're very self-conscious about, you know, that are very, and actually, ironically, yesterday had an appointment to try to fix it a little bit. So, yeah, it's bothersome. So even though we may like it on Michael Strahan, if he did get it fixed, it's because it bothers him.
Right. It's all about this, do you know that muscle? Do you know what causes it? One of the things? It's a Solace learned today. Okay, under your lip, there's that little like stringy thing.
Yeah.
You go feel it with your tongue? Feel it with your tongue. You feel it?
I feel it.
Okay. That's what causes it. It's a muscle that is really big, and it like causes that to gap. So like my husband, it's hereditary. His was cut when he was little. Isn't that crazy?
Well, we need to investigate that. I don't know if that's
See,
legal.
there's so much more to this story.
I know. If Jeff was here, he would be rapping us right now.
Oh, I know. He'd be like, what's
He would be like, what is she talking
Kendall,
about? She's talking about the tongue, and this isn't biology. He would be losing his mind right now.
It was just fascinating because you can feel it on yourself, so it's just fun.
I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow.
We'll find out.
And FYI, I do not like it. Do you like April Fool's? I don't like April Fool's Day.
No, is something going to happen?
No, I'm not going to do. Because I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I like you though. I told you I love you. We're gonna take a break, everybody. We have a great show. The Gadget Guy's here. More time with Mike. I mean, what more do you want? We'll be right back right after these words. Stay with us, folks. Welcome back, everyone. Beautiful shot from our buddy Adam. Lack of sleep is a common problem, especially during the pandemic, but there are some gadgets that can help you out. Please welcome back to the show the author of Gadget Nation, the Gadget Guy. Look at that background. Steve Greenberg. Hi, buddy. Hey, Steve. Hey. Call me crazy, but that background isn't a non-obvious shameless plug for your TV show, is it?
It is for... What the heck is that? My Gadget game show. Yes, it's a shameless plug. I have my own graphics, correct.
Steve, I couldn't love you more. And actually, a little bit later in the show, we're going to be playing a game based off of Steve's show. But right now, you come to play with some gadgets. This is, hey, anyone watching our show, Steve, has sleeping problems. We can all relate. So hit us with your best shot, Pat Benatar.
Okay, and I have actually used all of these. So these are all from experience. So first up is this cooling gel pillow. And you know, scientists say you sleep better in a slightly cooler environment. So this pillow has a gel built into it right here, this blue film right here, and it actually pulls off heat and cools you down. So when the rest, the other side of the pillow is actually, whatever temperature, 70 something, this is always about 4 or 5 degrees cooler, and it makes a huge difference. So it's right against your face, and I think this is a really must-have. It's from a company called allswellhome.com, and it's about $62 or so.
And you said you use that one too, Steve? You've slept on that pillow?
I've used it. It's also one of those Tempur-Pedic type, memory foam type thing. So it, which I think is kind of nice, but it actually does feel cooler, and it helps me a lot. So I'm a big fan of that product.
Okay.
So next, I have the Withings sleep tracking pad, and I think you guys have a picture of it there. And what I like about it is that it fits under the mattress. Instead of wearing something on your wrist or on your finger or a watch, I don't like to wear stuff at night. This goes under the mattress. Plus, those things require batteries. This plugs into a wall, so you plug it in, you forget about it, and then it syncs up to a smart app, and then it monitors all your sleep tracking information, and it gives it to you in the morning where you need, so you can see how you're sleeping, how you're not sleeping, if you're getting into your REM sleep, not getting into your REM sleep. It kind of tracks all that stuff, and it helps give you tips as well. Really cool, from Amazon.
I see it's a snore detecting too. Does it wake you up if you start snoring?
No, but what it does do is it lets you know like what times of night it's happening, and you can maybe alter things you're doing based on that. So, there are other ones that actually do not, I've seen gadgets that actually do stuff to bother you, to kind of like stop you from snoring. This is not one of those, and I don't think I want one of those. So that's not on the list.
So this next one, Steve, a brain sensing headband. This scares me a little bit, my friend.
It looks like it's out of something from Star Trek. It's called Muse 2, and it's exactly that. You wear it so like Geordi would wear it, and you get this, it gives you a sound, and this is like before going to sleep, like a half an hour before you go to sleep. You kind of get your brain into the right place. You get this biofeedback, so you can hear if you're tense, or as you calm yourself down, you give yourself some breathing exercises. And by listening to the audio sound on it, you can bring your anxiety level down and hopefully sleep a little bit better. I tried it for a little while. This wasn't a good fit for me, but I can tell you that there are people who swear by it. It's got some great reviews.
I should wear it during this show, Steve.
It's very cool look. I mean, who wouldn't want to look like, it's like Geordi. I love it.
Next, intelligent sleep mask.
So this is kind of takes the last one, takes another. That was like kind of before you sleep. This is while you're sleeping. This is a mask called Neutron, Neuron, Neuron, intelligent sleep mask. And this one monitors that brainwave activity. It monitors your sleep, your pulse, your temperature. All that information is sent to your smartphone. Also, there's an auditory sound that you get, which again can help you get to that place where you need to sleep. I've used it. I'm not crazy about sleep masks, but I tried it for a few weeks, and it did seem to help me out a little bit. So it's something you might want to consider. The Gadget Flow, I believe, .com is where you can pick it up.
$99 for that one. Okay, this one scares me again. I don't know what you're going to say here. Slumber Sense. What is this?
This one I have right over here.
Okay.
Here it is. This is, let me see if I can get a good shot of it for you. There you go. This has aroma sense. So you have aroma coming off the top of it, which of course you can't see on, maybe you can see a little bit coming up there. It has a clock, an alarm clock built into it, of course, but it also will give you sounds. You can have a thunderstorm.
What the hell was that?
Or a rainstorm, or also there's some beautiful like slumber music. It's called the Sound Spa Slumber Sense from Homedics, and it's about 6 sounds, I think.
Okay.
That one.
Are you going to the bathroom? That sounded like a toilet, Steve. I don't.
Well, that one would make me go to the bathroom. That's the last thing I need, sadly. So I'd go switch to that sound instead.
Yeah.
But what's great about it is you have this whole spa experience, which can help calm you down. It's got the alarm clock built into it. It's got all of that all in one place, and it's about $85.
Oh.
So I think it's pretty cool. Homedics makes it.
Steve, can you?
And the smell is great.
Steve, is that the only background? First of all, you gotta love. Now, this is why you should love Steve, not just because he brings good, but he's dedicated. Steve has a green screen in his house, y'all. I mean, that's what, I mean, there are other guests that just, you know, they're in front of a bookcase, they're in front of an ugly plant, not Steve. Steve has a green screen in his house.
And a ring light.
Look at
I'm
that.
not kidding around here. I take this very seriously. And audio is important. I try to always do something to help the audio. I don't know how well it sounds, but
you sound,
yeah, no,
you're pretty as a picture.
I watch all these other shows. I was watching, you know, another talk show when you weren't on, of course. And it was, you know, the audio of the guests was so bad. It was driving me crazy.
Well, you're pretty and your audio sounds great, Steve, so don't change a thing. Steve is actually coming back. We're going to play a game based on his hit TV show a little bit later. But right now, when we were... Okay, Steve. Only 2 shameless plugs per show, Steve. We'll be right back.
Oh.
That's it. Cut them off.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh,
Go support them, everybody. Wherever you find your music. Sam Goody, Record Town.
Sam Goody, like every time.
Well,
Does Sam Goody exist anymore?
No, I'm old. That's where you used to get records.
Oh, I thought you went to Radio Shack and stuff.
Do I fire? I mean, I'm in a good mood though. And Tyler, I need Tyler for other things. No, she'll stay today. Welcome back. If you ever wondered what your face may look like with a little nip and tuck,
Sorry, continue.
The latest Instagram filter could help you out. It's called Pillow Face, and it transforms anyone into something out of The Real Housewives, complete with juicy lips, plump cheeks, and smooth, shiny skin. Here's how to find it. Go to your story on Instagram. Look at this right here. Find the search function under filters, okay? And type in Pillow Face, and then open up the filter. So, of course, see, that's how you do it right there. We don't know who that gentleman is.
No.
So, of course, we had to try it out. So, as always, ladies first, it's Kendall. Now, what we haven't seen each other. So, here we go. Let's see Kendall's first. Oh, I am speechless.
Okay.
Honestly, that is probably one of my favorite things ever.
The Real Housewives called. They want me.
You could hide a 3rd grader in those lips. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Those lips look like something in a Gadget Guy segment.
Oh my
Those look like a sleep pillow. Yes.
A my pillow.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, your turn.
So I just made fun of you. Now you're revenged. Let's see me. Here we go. Okay.
Wait, what?
It
looks distorted.
That's just my face, Kendall. How dare you? No, but that's
It
wow.
couldn't handle figure out your glasses. Do you notice that? It couldn't process how to do that.
It is like, remember a couple years ago when I got sunburn on my lips?
I don't remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what it looks like right there. That's horrendous. Okay, take that down. Look at that. That's awful. No wonder I'm gonna get my hair cut. Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. Now we're cooking with oil. Let's see producer Ted.
Wait, what?
Oh my goodness!
Stop!
Oh my goodness! Here he is, ladies. He's single.
He looks like the guys on those shows on Bling Empire, how they've all had a ton of work done with their big cheeks.
He looks like somebody that has a secret room in his basement.
Or he could
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, I'm here. Oh, wait. He does have a secret room in his basement.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, my goodness. You sure are pretty.
He could sell you a house in Laguna Beach.
Look at that. Kendall for the win on that one.
Thank you.
Oh, that is. Oh. Ted just fired you, by the way. Ted just fired you. Okay, we wanted to see. Now, I reference him all the time. You have yet to see him. Floor director Tyler. We transformed. Oh, my goodness! Oh, my goodness.
Those cheeks.
Look at that.
Oh,
Tyler.
God.
That is just fantastic. I haven't seen Tyler's face in 2 years.
I know.
Because he's always wearing a mask. I don't even know. That may not even be him.
That might not be. We don't know.
Did Jeff not do it?
He refused.
Okay, we have 30 seconds, but really quick. Fearless director Leo, here we go. Oh my goodness! Oh! Leo looks like he lives in Ted's secret room in his basement.
He could be a Kardashian.
Oh my goodness, that is beauty.
He looks like Jonathan from the Kardashians.
Oh,
He's
wow.
best friends with Kim. It's a great look, Leo.
Go out there and be yourself, kids. This is with Pillowface. Once again, it's called Pillowface, the filter on Instagram. We have Steve coming back to play a little game right after this. That favorite segment of the year. That was great.
So you're staring at that gadget and you're wondering, what could it be? I mean, it's definitely yellow, but that doesn't tell you a whole lot about it. So that's why we're all here, to figure out, what the heck is that? Welcome to What the Heck Is That? The new Gadget Game Show. And I'm your host, Steve Greenberg. You might recognize me from NBC Today Show.
Okay. Jeff, do we charge him after 3 shameless plugs? It's $75, isn't it? Welcome back. That's a clip from the new YouTube game show, What the Heck Is That? Hosted by our dear friend, the beloved Gadget Guy. Steve Greenberg joins us again. In honor of that game show, Steve is putting Kendall and me to the test with the Jason Show version of What the Heck Is That? 4 gadgets, and we get to ask yes or no questions, right, Steve?
Yeah, it's sort of like 20 questions, or what's my line? That's one of my favorite old shows.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you a product, and you'll try and narrow it down by trying to ask me some yes or no questions, and then ultimately you'll kind of guess, what you think the gadget's identity really is. So our first mystery gadget. By the way, you can tell it's a real game show because I have cards. I believe that's a requirement for a real game show.
Steve, you're only a show if you have cards with your name on it. Yeah.
That's the whole story. That's the whole story. Okay, so first mystery gadget. Okay, here we go. Jason, take a look. Kendall, here it is. This is it right here. Now, you may know the product. These are all real gadgets, so they may be in your life, but I'm showing you like this.
Okay.
Is this for puppies?
No, this is not for a puppy, so it's not a pet toy. Okay. So you can take that out of the mix.
Is this for stress relief?
No, not for stress release. It actually does have a very practical problem-solving function to it.
Is it for
use? It's a little sticky. Yeah, excuse me. Yes, Jason.
Is it used in a home office possibly?
No, I would say it's used in a home environment exclusively.
Oh, would you use it to clean a surface?
No, you wouldn't use it to clean a surface, but you might use it I'd say in the broader category of cleaning.
Broader.
Jason?
You're cleaning your mind, broader.
The house.
You keep stretching it, which makes me think that's part of it. But I already asked if it's stress reducing.
No, it's not that. It's sticky. It's a little sticky.
Do you use it to dust things?
No, but you're getting warmer.
It reminds me of that gooey stuff Jeff brought.
Okay, we got to. Wendy Williams is coming up here. We got to.
Okay. This stuff is called Fur Zapper, and what you do is you include it in your wash and your dry, and it grabs the pet hair off your clothes.
What?
Oh.
It's really cool. It works. I've used this as well. Very cool. Fur Zapper.
Okay.
So that's what this gadget is. So you guys got close, especially Kendall with the dust reference. Okay, next one.
Dara's already buying that. I bet you my mother's already buying that. Okay, go ahead.
Here we go. Mystery gadget number 2.
Does it smell? Like emit a smell?
It does not emit a smell. But it does have a little bit of a fan action going on inside it. You can see it blinks.
Is it a bug zapper?
It is not a bug zapper. Kendall, what do you think?
Do you use it in a restroom setting? Like in a bathroom?
No, this would not be used.
Is it for seasonal disorder? Is it to cheer you up when it's cloudy?
No, it's not that.
Is it a mood?
Flip the card? Yeah. Nothing to do with your mood. Nothing to do with your mood.
Does it distract your children while you eat their candy?
Well, we'll do that, but that's not its function.
Okay.
And you were a little close with the bathroom, but I think we have to flip the cards over and tell you, because we have limited time here. This is from Pure Air, and this is the Pure Air fridge. It goes in your refrigerator, and it actually oxygenates the air in a way using ions. So it makes food last longer, takes out smells. It's way better than what we used to use, which was like baking soda. This actually will make food last longer, and it will also reduce smells.
Yeah,
so it's called Pure. It's a bit, Hammaker.com has it. Hammaker.com.
Okay, another one.
Okay, next one. The blue on it is, I put the blue there to hide the name, which would give it away. But
I know what it is. It's a dog. Is it used for your pets?
No, it's not used for your pet. It's something that you or Kendall might wear.
So you wear it on, do you wear it on your wrist to track something?
Well, you wear it on your wrist, but it doesn't track anything.
Is it a security device? Does it shoot laser beams or something?
Well, it's in the category of security, so you're kind of right. I mean, security in a, not so much like calling the police kind of security, but it is have a security angle to it.
Does it keep track of something like your keys or something like that?
Not keys, but it is keeping hold of tracking something that's important that you would want. So I think that's
credit cards, like money.
Passwords. Oh, does it hold your passwords?
Yeah, well, you're there, and this holds all of your personal information. It could be medical, it could be financial, it could be whatever, because it has a little piece that comes out right there, but it's all password protected, and it is called SelfSafe, selfsafe.net. And this does for all that stuff, your medical information, your financial, any of that stuff, all securely here. So if you travel, it's waterproof, you can take it in the water with you, all of it's with you. And if someone gets it, they still can't get in it because it's still password protected.
Well, I love it. If you want more of this quality entertainment, the Gadget Guy, the GadgetGameShow.com, right? Okay.
$75.
Jeff, it's now we're up to $100. We charge them $100 for this. Yeah.
Okay. Send me the bill.
I will. We love you, buddy. The great Steve Greenberg.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, buddy. He got 4 in there, Jeff, in one segment. We'll be right back, right after this. What's that website again? GadgetGameShow.com. Right. Thank you, Ted. Right there. Welcome back, everybody. You know what I'm going to tell you. If you miss our show, watch us on the YouTube right there. Search for Jason Show on the YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. We really do appreciate all of you watching, no matter how you watch. Here is the bubblegum goodbye question. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Most memorable celebrity interview, either one, or just interview for you, period. We will answer that question when we return. Welcome back to the program. As predicted, Dar already looked up the laundry thing with the dog hair. That's my mom. Let's say goodbye to Mike. Hey, Mike, really quick. I don't have a lot of time, but I want to ask you. Look at the baby Yoda. Mike, you mentioned Epcot Center. Favorite country to eat in Epcot Center?
France.
Yep, it's the best. So good. That in England. Get a drink at Rose and Crown. Thank you, buddy. Come back and see us, my friend. Okay, here's the question here. Most memorable celebrity interview. Ladies first.
I think talking to the late Flip Saunders was really interesting. Back with Fox Sports North. Really brief, but then getting to talk to Erin Andrews just on the show, like getting to talk to the person that you love, is cool.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
I wish awesome. I would have. If we could have, I would have given you the whole hour.
Whole hour.
How
about you?
Priscilla Presley. In person, you know, she was at, and she asked me to host her Q&A at Grand Casino, and we spent an evening. We spent basically a whole day with her, and she was gracious, warm, forthcoming, kind. Put up with my Dallas questions. She signed my Dallas memorabilia. She was delightful, and told us stuff that we never knew about Elvis.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, it was a delightful, and it was, Jeff, we just had a good time. It was just a great, great time. I love you, Priscilla. Tomorrow on The Jason Show, two of my favorites, Aaron Schwab joins us to talk about returning to live concerts, and wine diva Leslie Miller is back with Easter brunch drink ideas. That and more tomorrow. Right now, if you're watching and your kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Come on, Kendall, let's go home. Bye, everybody.